or might be nurturing a silent stroke right in your fridge. One cheap fish fillet today could mean you won't wake up tomorrow. It sounds dramatic, doesn't it? But when you're over 60 and your heart's been pumping nonstop for 6 decades, this is no exaggeration. Every 33 seconds, someone in the US dies from heart disease. And many of them thought they were doing everything right. They watched their salt, they took their meds, they trusted their annual checkups. They ate more fish, thinking it was the heart-smart choice. But here's the shocking truth. Some of the most popular fish in American households are quietly destroying artery walls, flooding your bloodstream with toxins, and starving your brain of oxygen, long before symptoms show up. The scary part? You feel fine, until one day you're not. This isn't just about fish. It's about understanding what you're really feeding your cells every single day. It's about knowing how to protect the one thing you can't replace, your heart. So in this video, you'll discover 4 fish you should never eat again if you care about your heart and brain, and 4 seafoods that actually clean your arteries, lower your blood pressure, and strengthen your memory. If you've ever seen someone collapse out of nowhere, even when they seemed totally fine the day before, comment, "I want to stay healthy." Because the real danger isn't what we know. It's what we assume is safe. Let's find out what's really inside your fridge and what it's doing to your heart. Let's talk about you, or someone you love over 60. You've made changes. You've cut back on fried foods. You're watching your cholesterol. And you've added more fish to your diet because everyone says it's good for the heart. And you're not wrong. But there's a problem. Most seniors in America are eating the wrong fish, and they don't even know it. You want to stay sharp. You want to stay independent. You don't want to be a burden on your kids or rely on pills just to get through the day. So you make smart choices. You choose foods that feel light and easy. Canned tuna, frozen tilapia, a microwave fish dinner here and there, fast, affordable, and easy to digest. But here's the mistake. You rarely check where the fish came from, how it was raised, or what it was fed. Because somewhere along the line, we've been taught that fish is fish. It's all healthy, right? No. Not even close. The truth is, some of the fish sold in American supermarkets, especially the cheap, convenient ones, are raised in polluted waters, fed with chemical-laced pellets, and packed with toxins that slowly damage your heart, your brain, and your arteries from the inside out. It's not your fault. No one told you this. But that ends today, because when you understand how the body works, how blood flows, how cells heal, you'll realize that what you eat isn't just calories. It's chemistry. It can either power your heart or quietly poison it. So if you've ever believed all fish is healthy, keep watching. You're about to find out which ones are safe and which ones are stealing your health. Bite by bite. Let's now uncover the truth behind 4 fish that could quietly damage your heart, brain, and blood vessels without you even realizing it. Each one is common, affordable, found in millions of American homes. And yet, they carry hidden risks so serious that global health authorities have issued warnings. If you're over 60 and care about your memory, independence, and blood pressure stability, this might be the most important part of this video. 1. Farmed tilapia. It's the go-to fish in many households. Tilapia. Cheap, mild, easy to cook, and available just about everywhere, from freezer sections to fast casual restaurants. But behind that convenience lies one of the most inflammatory foods you could be eating. Most tilapia consumed in the US is imported from high-density fish farms in Asia and South America, where the water is polluted and the fish are fed a toxic blend of soy pellets, waste byproducts, and antibiotics. Instead of being heart-healthy, tilapia has been shown to contain extremely high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which, in excess, trigger chronic inflammation in the arteries. This silent inflammation is one of the root causes of plaque buildup, blood clotting, and unstable blood pressure. Even more alarming, reports from the World Health Organization have flagged farmed tilapia for potential contamination with dioxins and illegal growth hormones, which are linked to cancer, hormonal disruption, and cardiovascular decline. It's no exaggeration to say that a regular tilapia habit could silently turn your bloodstream into a chemical soup, starving your cells of oxygen and setting you up for a heart attack you never saw coming. Mr. Rodriguez, a 72-year-old from Phoenix, thought eating tilapia twice a week was the healthy thing. Until one day, he collapsed at home with no chest pain, no dizziness, just a heart that gave out quietly. Don't let that be your story. 2. Imported catfish. Love fried catfish? You might be frying your kidneys and arteries in silence. Imported catfish species like basa and swai are extremely popular in American kitchens. They're budget-friendly, mild in flavor, and show up in everything from fish tacos to buffet platters. But here's the issue. Most of these fish are raised in countries with minimal environmental oversight. They often swim in rivers contaminated with industrial waste, absorbing arsenic, lead, and dangerous levels of antibiotic residue. These toxins don't just pass through your system, they accumulate over time, especially in your liver and kidneys. They weaken your body's natural filtration system, raise inflammation markers, and can silently impair blood flow to your brain. The result? A growing risk of silent strokes, the kind that don't knock you down right away, but gradually chip away at your memory, your mobility, and your mental clarity. Studies have linked long-term exposure to these toxins with vascular dementia, chronic fatigue, and arrhythmias. If you've been eating catfish because it's easy and inexpensive, it's time to reconsider what it's costing your future. Number 3. King mackerel. At first glance, king mackerel seems like a smart seafood option. It's high in protein and has that bold, meaty flavor many older men enjoy. But it's also one of the most mercury-contaminated fish in the ocean. Because it's large and lives a long time, king mackerel builds up massive amounts of mercury from the smaller fish it consumes. When you eat it, you're not just getting protein, you're getting a heavy dose of a neurotoxin that targets your brain and heart. Mercury disrupts the electrical signals that keep your heart in rhythm. It can cause irregular heartbeat, sudden fatigue, numbness in limbs, and memory fog, especially in men over 60, whose bodies are already more sensitive to neurological damage. Mr. Carter, a retired Navy veteran from Florida, loved grilling mackerel every weekend. He never knew that his strange hand tremors and mental confusion were likely due to mercury toxicity, until a cardiologist made the connection. The FDA and EPA have both issued explicit warnings advising older adults to avoid king mackerel entirely. There's no safe limit for this one. Just don't eat it. 4. Tuna. It's hard to imagine a pantry without canned tuna. It's lean, versatile, and promoted as brain food. But not all tuna is created equal. Large species like albacore and bigeye are notorious for their high mercury content. Even though they're marketed as premium, the price you pay may not be at the register, but in your nervous system. A landmark study published in JAMA Neurology found that adults who consumed tuna more than twice a week had up to a 65% higher risk of developing dementia and cognitive decline. Why? Because mercury damages mitochondria, the power plants of your brain and heart cells. It starves neurons of energy, leading to slower reactions, poor memory, and erratic blood pressure. Even the smaller skipjack variety used in canned, light tuna isn't entirely safe when eaten regularly. Imagine thinking you're boosting your heart health with a tuna salad, when what you're really doing is slowly raising your risk for stroke, confusion, and energy crashes. Dr. Emily Hawthorne, a cardiologist at Johns Hopkins, warns that seniors with arrhythmias or memory complaints should cut back on all high-mercury fish, including tuna, even canned. Let's be clear, these 4 fish aren't dangerous because they're fish. They're dangerous because of how and where they're raised, and how their biology interacts with your aging heart and brain. Choosing the wrong fish doesn't just affect your dinner, it affects your circulation, your memory, your future. So stay with us, because in the next part, we'll show you exactly how these toxins cause real harm inside your cells, and how to reverse the damage with better choices. What exactly happens inside your body when you eat the wrong kind of fish? Let's unpack the truth, clearly, calmly, and practically, so you can make smarter choices with confidence, not fear. Start with mercury, the most insidious toxin found in large predatory fish like tuna or king mackerel. Once ingested, mercury travels through your bloodstream and infiltrates your most vulnerable tissues, especially the brain and heart. Imagine your heart and brain cells as tiny batteries wrapped in protective casings. Those are the membranes. Mercury punctures those casings, disrupting the electrical signals that help your heart maintain rhythm and your brain stay sharp. This invisible damage slows nerve transmission, clouds memory, and may even trigger irregular heartbeat. Then there's omega-6 overload, especially from farm-raised fish like tilapia and basa. While omega-6 fats aren't inherently bad, excess amounts, especially without enough omega-3 to balance them, create a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation inside your blood vessels. Picture your arteries like flexible garden hoses. Over time, unchecked inflammation causes their inner lining, called the endothelium, to become irritated and stiff. Plaque starts sticking. Blood pressure creeps up. Clots may form more easily. And just like that, you move closer to a silent stroke or heart attack without a single warning sign. Finally, poor protein quality. Many low-cost fish options provide protein, yes, but it's often lacking the essential cofactors your aging body needs to rebuild tissue. Things like B12, selenium, and bioavailable amino acids. Without these building blocks, your heart and nervous system can't properly repair, regenerate, or defend against stress and inflammation. It's like trying to patch a crumbling wall with dust instead of bricks. But here's the good news. Once you understand what these hidden threats do, you're already one step ahead. You can now shift from avoiding damage to actively healing your body through smarter food choices. If you're wondering how to prevent heart attack naturally, it starts with understanding your biology and honoring it with every bite you take. Your body wants to heal if you let it. Imagine your bloodstream as a vast network of highways. When you eat toxic fish, you're not just ingesting calories, you're dumping sticky sludge into that traffic system. Toxins like mercury and inflammatory omega-6 fats act like thick, dirty oil. They clog the bloodstream, irritate vessel walls, and make your heart pump harder, just to get blood through narrowed passages. Now zoom in. Inside each blood vessel, there's a delicate inner lining called the endothelium, a one-cell thick barrier that helps control blood pressure and flow. When this lining is irritated or damaged, it becomes sticky, attracting plaque and making clots more likely to form. But here's the hope. Your body is not broken. When nourished properly, with omega-3s, antioxidants, and clean proteins, those same cells can regenerate. The lining can calm down, blood can flow freely again, and your heart doesn't have to fight so hard. Your blood isn't just red liquid. It's a living river of nutrients, oxygen, and healing power. You're not stuck with your condition. You just need to stop polluting the river and start cleaning it, one bite at a time. Now that we've uncovered the dangers lurking in the wrong types of fish, let's talk about hope, healing, and the seafood that can help you restore strength, vitality, and peace of mind, bite by bite. These 4 options aren't just safe choices. They are powerhouses of healing nutrition for your heart, brain, and blood vessels, especially if you're over 60. Wild Alaskan salmon. If you could design a perfect food for heart health, it would look a lot like wild Alaskan salmon. This cold water fish is packed with DHA and EPA, 2 powerful omega-3 fatty acids clinically shown to reduce inflammation, stabilize blood pressure, and sharpen memory in aging adults. DHA nourishes your brain and helps preserve cognitive function, while EPA reduces C-reactive protein, a key marker of vascular inflammation. What makes salmon especially unique is astaxanthin, a deep red pigment that functions as a potent antioxidant. It slows down cellular aging, especially in the heart and arteries, protecting them from oxidative stress, the same stress that stiffens vessels and clogs circulation. Wild salmon is also rich in vitamin B12, selenium, and high-quality bioavailable protein, all crucial for tissue repair and energy metabolism in seniors. Unlike farmed salmon, wild Alaskan salmon is sustainably caught, free from antibiotics, and naturally low in toxins. Baked or grilled with a touch of olive oil and lemon, it's not just a meal, it's a natural form of heart medicine. Don't let their size fool you. Sardines are small but mighty, a nutritional jackpot for older adults. They're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D3, and calcium, making them a triple threat against hypertension, brittle bones, and weak arteries. 1 can of sardines delivers nearly 50% of your daily omega-3 needs, and a healthy dose of cofactors like phosphorus and selenium that support bone and vascular strength. Unlike larger fish, sardines are low on the food chain, which means almost zero mercury risk. They feed on plankton, not other fish, and are naturally clean. Their soft bones are edible, offering a safe, easy-to-digest source of calcium that's especially beneficial for seniors with poor absorption. They're also rich in vitamin B12, critical for red blood cell production and brain health, especially over 60. Consider sardines your budget-friendly rescue team for fragile arteries and tired tissues. Add them to salads, whole grain crackers, or eat straight from the can with avocado for a quick, heart-boosting snack. Rainbow trout. Mild, flaky, and easy to digest, rainbow trout might be the most underrated heart food available in the U.S. Unlike imported or farmed fish, rainbow trout raised in American freshwater systems are subject to strict safety and quality regulations. Trout delivers a robust combination of B3, niacin, B12, potassium, and magnesium, a group of nutrients that helps regulate heartbeat, reduce blood pressure, and improve energy metabolism. Niacin, in particular, has been shown to raise HDL, good cholesterol, while lowering LDL, bad cholesterol, improving overall cardiovascular resilience. Potassium and magnesium work together to relax blood vessels and maintain healthy heart rhythm, while B12 supports red blood cell production and nerve function. For anyone following a diet for congestive heart failure, trout is a clean, lean, and comforting choice. Bake it with herbs or steam it with lemon and greens. It's satisfying without being heavy. Pacific cod. When your body needs high-quality protein, but your heart needs gentleness, Pacific cod is the answer. This lean white fish is low in fat, but rich in selenium, a trace mineral that boosts antioxidant defense, supports thyroid health, and plays a key role in repairing damaged heart tissue. Cod is also one of the few fish that's naturally low in mercury and easy on digestion, making it perfect for seniors dealing with chronic health concerns, especially those tied to the cardiovascular system. Its clean protein supports muscle maintenance without overloading the kidneys, and it's a fantastic source of vitamin B6 and phosphorus, which contribute to energy metabolism and strong bones. Pacific cod is also incredibly versatile. Try it baked, steamed, or sautéed in olive oil with garlic and leafy greens. A light meal that leaves you feeling satisfied, not sluggish. These 4 seafoods aren't fads or trends. They're time-tested, nutrient-dense gifts from nature that align with how your heart wants to heal. If you're wondering where to start your transformation, begin with your plate, because every healthy heartbeat tomorrow starts with a wise choice today. Smart shopping equals safe seafood. Not all fish is created equal, but how can you tell what's safe and what's not when staring at freezer labels? Start with this golden rule. Look for wild-caught over farm-raised. Wild fish like Alaskan salmon, Pacific cod, and U.S.-caught sardines live in natural cold waters and feed on clean, plankton-rich diets. They're lower in mercury, antibiotics, and inflammatory fats. Always check the label for Product of USA, Product of Canada, or certification stamps like MSC, Marine Stewardship Council. These indicate better farming standards and traceable sourcing. Avoid fish labeled farm-raised in Vietnam, China, or Thailand, especially for basa, sway, or tilapia. These are often linked to industrial waste contamination. Bonus tip: Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and some Costco varieties offer clean, vetted seafood brands like Wild Planet, Vital Choice, Safe Catch. You don't need to be a nutritionist to shop smart. Just a little label awareness can protect your arteries and your future. Now that you know which fish to embrace and which to avoid, let's bring it home. Literally. Because real health transformation doesn't happen in labs or clinics. It begins in your kitchen. Choose heart-friendly cooking methods. The way you prepare your seafood can either protect or damage the nutrients your body desperately needs. Steaming and baking are the gold standards. Gentle, moist, and perfect for preserving delicate omega-3s and antioxidant compounds like astaxanthin and selenium. Avoid deep frying or charring your fish, which can produce harmful oxidized fats and destroy key nutrients. Add healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil to help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins. A drizzle of olive oil paired with fresh lemon juice not only brightens flavor, but enhances digestion and nutrient uptake. Round out your plate with leafy greens like spinach, arugula, or kale, which supply potassium, fiber, and nitrates that naturally lower blood pressure. When to eat matters too. The optimal time for eating fish is during midday lunch. That's when your heart activity is at its peak, your metabolism is more efficient, and your digestive enzymes are better primed to handle protein and fats. It also helps prevent heavy digestion late at night, which can disrupt sleep and increase nighttime blood pressure. Sample 3-day arterial cleanse menu. Here's a simple, doable plan to help cleanse your arteries and bring your heart back into balance. Day 1. Lunch. Steamed wild salmon with quinoa, steamed broccoli, and olive oil lemon dressing. Dinner. Lentil soup with leafy greens and sardines on rye toast. Day 2. Lunch. Baked trout with roasted sweet potatoes and sautéed kale. Dinner. Sardine salad with chickpeas, arugula, tomatoes, and olive oil vinaigrette. Day 3. Lunch. Steamed cod with brown rice, steamed spinach, and avocado slices. Dinner. Veggie stir-fry with tofu, garlic, and side of miso soup. This isn't a diet, it's nourishment that works with your body, not against it. The key to how to prevent heart attack naturally starts with small, consistent changes. Your meals are not just fuel, they're instructions to your cells. Choose wisely, and your heart will thank you every single beat. Mary L., 67, from Texas, had been battling hypertension for over a decade. She took 3 medications a day, struggled with brain fog, and felt like her health was slipping. After watching a nutrition segment like this, she decided to make a few simple changes. Switch her basa fillets for wild salmon at lunch, add leafy greens to every meal, and start walking 15 minutes each morning. Within 4 months, her blood pressure dropped below 130, and her doctor reduced her meds by half. Her memory sharpened. Her sleep improved. For the first time, she said, I felt like I was part of the healing, not just a patient following orders. You can be next. If you're over 60, you've probably done everything your doctor told you. Pills, checkups, maybe even surgery. But what if the very things you trust most are slowly making things worse? What if decades of over-medication have weakened your arteries, confused your immune system, and dimmed your energy, not cured it? We're not here to scare you. We're here to remind you that your body still knows how to heal. With the right nutrients, clean proteins, and gentle choices, your heart can regain rhythm, your blood can flow freely again, and your mind can feel clear, strong, and present. Our mission is to bring clarity, truth, and healing to millions of people just like you, through food, breath, movement, and trust in nature's design. You deserve more than symptom control. You deserve true healing. Let's walk that path together, because healing starts not with a prescription, but with a choice. Comment, I choose to heal if you're ready.